In this video, we're going to look at conditional probability, and as you can see, we're still playing with that same table from my previous examples, okay? I'm trying to run it into the ground. All right, so conditional probability is basically you want to find the probability that something happens in a subgroup. So the words that you're going to look for are things like given that. So we may be curious to know what's the probability that someone worked 0 hours given that they were 21 years or older. Okay, so the way it would be phrased is, so this is the symbols for writing it, but the sentence that it would say is, find the probability that someone worked 0 hours a week given that they were 21 years of age or older. Okay, now, when you're doing conditional probability, what happens is that this back part, the given that part, is your subgroup. So that's going to be your denominator. So our denominator is not going to be all 71 people. We have the condition that they are 21 years of age or older. So I go to my table and I look to see how many people total are 21 years of age or older. So I'm just looking for all the 21-year-olds or older. That's going to be 31 of them, right? That's the total of this column. Okay, so that's my denominator. All right, so you start here and build your denominator. Okay, now in that group of 31, I want to know how many worked 0 hours. So in this group of 31, how many worked 0 hours? One person. One person did not work. Okay, so 1 out of 31. So if I take 1 and divide it by 31, I'm going to get approximately 0.03 or 3%. Okay, now, order matters. If I looked at what's the probability that somebody is 21 years of age or older, given that they worked 0 hours, see how I flipped it? We are not going to get the same result. And the reason why I know that is because my denominator changed. So given that I worked 0 hours, how many people worked 0 hours? That's my denominator, so that's where I need to start. So the number of people that worked 0 hours were 7. Okay. Of those 7, how many were 21 years of age or older? 1. 1 out of 7 is definitely different than 1 out of 31. 1 out of 7 is 0.14 or 14%. Okay. That kind of blows people away. That order really changes it, but it's because we're looking at this subgroup first. That subgroup determines the denominator, and then from there we go to the numerator. So this denominator 31 is going to make this whole thing really small, versus this denominator 7 doesn't make it as small, if that makes sense. Okay, so make sure when you are doing conditional probability, you're using the right notation. You start with the subgroup of the denominator first, and then write your numerator in. The rest is just using your calculator. All right, good luck.